Hello, class 9. This is the third poem in your book Beehive. The title is Rain on the Roof and it is written by Coates Kenny. Let's see who is Coates Kenny. He was an American lawyer, politician, journalist, and a poet. He was born on 24th November 1826 in Penn Yan, New York, United States, and he died at the age of 77 in Ohio on 25th January 1904. Okay, so this was about the poet Coates Kenny. Before starting this poem, I want to give you an introduction to the poem. From the title of the poem, Rain on the Roof, we can make out that the poem is about the rain. The poet is telling us about the memories he has of the rain. The sound of the raindrops falling on the roof of his house brings back sweet memories of the past. And what is the sweet memories that we will see in the poem? Let's start reading the poem. There are 3 stanzas with 8 lines each. The rhyme scheme is in the form of A, B, C, B, D, E, F, E. This is the rhyme scheme. Okay, you can see spheres and tears are ending with same rhyme, and bed and head is ending with same letter. Otherwise, all have different rhyme. So the rhyme scheme is A, B, C, B, D, E, F, E. This is the rhyme scheme in all the 3 stanzas. Now let's read the first stanza. When the humid shadows hover over all the starry spheres, and the melancholy darkness gently weaves in rainy tears, what a bliss to press the pillow of a cottage chamber bed and lie listening to the patter of the soft rain overhead. See some words here. Humid, this humid, it means something which is full of moisture, like your moisture laden clouds. Hover, this hover, it means move around something. Melancholy, what does this word melancholy means? Sad. Here bliss means happiness. Patter, this means sound of raindrops falling on the roof. And this cotton chamber that is given here, it means the bedroom. Okay, so these are some tough words. Now see what is there in this first stanza. The poet is saying that when the humid shadows hover means here humid shadows refers to dark clouds which are full of water, or you can say which is full of moisture. The poet is saying that when the sky is full of these clouds, these dark color clouds which are moisture laden means full of water, and are about to bring rain. When such clouds hover around or they move around in the sky over the starry sphere here means sky at night time, which is full of stars. Okay, the stars are full, the sky is full of stars. At that time, huge clouds which are full of moisture move around in the sky. They move around in the sky, and the sad darkness of the night is wiped off by the raindrops. They are wiped off, means now that is over, which seems like tears falling from the sky. It seems like that the sky is crying. The poet is comparing raindrops to tears, and he says that the dark sky, which seems to be very sad, he is comparing that moisture laden dark colored sky with a person who is very sad. It appears as if it is crying, and the raindrops are the tears shed by it. He adds that it is like a blessing. It is a blessing when you are lying comfortably on your bed in your room. So he adds that it is a blessing lying on the bed in his room. Here cotton chamber means bedroom. So he is lying on his bedroom and listening to the sound made by raindrops falling on the roof. Getting it? So in the first 2-3 lines, he is telling that the moisture laden cloud is like a sad person, and the raindrops is his tears. And in the last 3 lines, he is saying that it is a pleasure, it's a blessing to lie on the bed and listen to the sound that is being made by the raindrop falling on the roof. Okay, now we will see the literary devices used in the first stanza. See, these are the literary devices used in stanza 1. What is alliteration? I've been telling you alliteration. I've told you about alliteration in the last poem also. Alliteration means the repetition of a consonant sound in one or two more consecutive words. So if you see your poem in line 1 of stanza 1, humid hover, the sound of H is repeated. Then in line 2, starry spheres, the sound of S is repeated. You can see these. Then in line 5, press pillow, the sound of P is repeated. And in line 7, lie listening, the sound of L is repeated. So this is the alliteration that is used in your first stanza. Then the second literary device is onomatopoeia. This is something new. It is sometimes called echoism. Echoism, the use of sound words to create a dramatic effect. If you have to create a dramatic effect and you are using some sound word, then that is called onomatopoeia. If you can see the word patter, it's given in the 7th line. Patter is the use of sound word. It is the sound made by the raindrop falling on the roof. If the raindrop is falling on the roof, you can hear some sound. That patter sound is used here. That is a sound word, and this is just to create a dramatic effect, and this is called onomatopoeia. Getting it? Then see the third one, that is personification. I have told you about this also. Treating a non-living thing as a living being is called personification. Here in this first stanza, darkness has been personified when he says that it is sad. The darkness, or you can say the moisture laden dark clouds, that darkness was personified. And when it is personified, when we say that it is sad, and after that it has shed its tears, and that was our raindrops. I hope this 3 literary device is clear to you all. Let's get back to our second stanza. So see the second stanza. Every tingle on the shingles has an echo in the heart, and 1,000 dreamy fancies into busy beings dart, and 1,000 recollections weave their air threads into woof, and I listen to the patter of the rain upon the roof. So see here, this word tinkle, this tinkle, it means short lightning ringing sound. Okay, the shingle, it is a rectangular wooden tiles used on roofs. You can find these rectangular wooden tiles still used on some roofs, which create echo. Okay, it creates echo. Woof, you can see here woof. Weft, that is the thread woven across the loom. Okay, and again patter is there. Patter is the sound of the raindrops falling on the roof. Here, this word busy being, it refers to human beings, and here the poet is referring to himself. Okay. Now let's see what is the explanation of the second stanza. In this stanza, the poet is expressing his feelings when he hears the raindrops falling on the rooftop of his house. Okay, now he is expressing. He says that every tinkle on the shingles has an echo in his heart. So that every tinkle on this shingle, they have an impact on his heart. Whenever he hears rain falling on the rooftop, the sound repeats in his heart and in his dreams. He has many different fanciful imaginations. He has many fanciful imaginations. He adds that this sound, what that sound is, that tinkle sound of the rain falling on the rooftop creates many new different dreams in his mind. He recollects many memories of the past. Now, after hearing this repeated sound of rain drops falling on the shingles, it has created many different dreams in his mind, and he is recollecting many memories of past. Okay, what is that? So he says that as he listens to the patter of the rain upon the roof, he has many new dreams in his mind, and the memories of past is coming back in form of dreams. Okay, so now the many memories is coming back to him. Now let's see what all are the literary device used in stanza 2. Again, alliteration is there. I told you alliteration means, sorry for that, alliteration means repetition of consonant sounds. If you see the line 4th of stanza 2, busy being is there. So the sound of S is repeated. Sorry, the sound of B is repeated there. Please ignore that. The sound of B is repeated there. Busy being. The sound of B is repeated there. Please correct that. Okay. Then in line 4th, their thread. So the sound of TH is repeated here. Then in line 8, rain roof. The sound of R is repeated. Okay. So these are the alliteration in stanza 2. Then again there is onomatopoeia, that tinkle, patter. These are the sound made by the raindrop. And I told you that onomatopoeia means the sound, that is the sound word used to create dramatic effect. So these two words are sound words. Then personification. Here recollection is personified when he says that they weave dreams. They are weaving new dreams. So recollection is personified as they are weaving dreams. And who weave? Only person can weave. Bunna jise kehte hain. Okay, so weave. So you can weave only if you are a person. And recollection, that this patter, the Tinkle has created new, he's recollecting all that dreams, all that past life. So that is what he is weaving. Okay, this is personification used in stanza 2. Let's get back to our third stanza. Now let's read the third and the final stanza. Now in memory comes my mother, as she used in years agone, to regard the darling dreamers, ere she left them till the dawn. Oh, I feel her fond look on me, and I list to this restrain, which is played upon the shingles by the patter of the rain. Okay, so see this E-R-E word. Can you see this E-R-E word? This is poetic word for before. Okay, dawn, you know, that is daybreak. List, here this list is old poetic word for listen. Okay, and refrain, a repeated part of a song or a poem. Here this is the repetition of the sound of the rain. Okay, now let's see what is the what is the poet saying here. Here the poet introduces his mother. He says that he is dreaming of his mother. As he had told in the previous stanza, that rain brings memories of the past. And what is the memory of his past? It is the memory of his mother, who is no longer alive. In the past, she used to love him a lot. She used to consider him a darling, and she would let him sleep till daybreak and have sweet dreams. The poet can still feel that his mother is looking at him as he listens to the song made by the raindrops falling on the rooftop of his room. So he thinks that the sound, that is a repeated sound made by the rain on the roof, is making him memorize his mother. He thinks that his mother is looking after him. The sound of the rain makes him correlate his past with his present. That is why the poet is moved by the sound of the raindrops on the shingles of the room. Now, whenever he hears this sound, it brings back memories of the past, and he is reminded of his mother. So the past, which about what we are talking, that these rain, the sounds are bringing back past memories, is related to his mother, and he used to love his mother a lot, and his mother used to love him a lot, but now she is no longer alive. Okay, so this is about his memories and his feelings, which he has expressed here through this lyrical poem. Okay, now let's see the literary devices that is given in stanza number 3. If you see the stanza number 3 in line 1, memory my mother. So here again the sound M is repeated. Okay, again sorry for this error. The sound M is repeated. Okay, in line 1, and in line 3 the sound D is repeated in darling dreams, and onomatopoeia is there with this word patter. Patter is the sound of raindrops falling on the shingles of the roof. Okay, so alliteration and onomatopoeia is used in stanza 3. This much is there in this poem. This is a very lyrical poem a formal type of poetry which expresses personal emotions and feelings that is being done by our poet Coates Kenny. Okay, so this much is there. Read it again and bye and take care.